Big breaking! Britain is witnessing a political showdown that could reshape its leadership forever. Sources inside Westminster reveal a tense clash between Keir Starmer and Nigel Farage, one that has already sent shockwaves through government offices and social media alike. Over the next 35 minutes, we will take you behind the scenes, uncovering reactions, strategies, and the future implications of this confrontation. Stay tuned. What you'll hear next will surprise you. Just now, Farage's latest public statements went viral, forcing Starmer's team into emergency strategy meetings. Analysts warn that the stakes are higher than any recent political challenge. The streets are listening. Online, hashtags are trending, debates are heating up, and millions are watching live. Who will gain influence and who will lose credibility in this high-stakes showdown? Yesterday, Farage openly criticised key policy decisions, challenging Starmer in ways that sent Westminster into immediate tension. Sources say parliamentary aides scrambled to prepare for a rapidly escalating narrative. Starmer's calm public image contrasts sharply with Farage's bold, direct messaging to voters. Experts describe this as a pivotal moment, marking the intersection of parliamentary procedure and real-time public influence. Polling shows a subtle but growing shift in public sentiment, particularly among undecided voters. Farage's ability to mobilise supporters online is creating pressure that even senior advisers admit is unprecedented. Inside the corridors of power, strategy meetings ran late into the night. Every word, every press release, every social media post is being carefully calculated. Analysts call it a turning point where political communication and public perception collide. Meanwhile, the international community is observing closely. Reports from the US and EU suggest concern about stability, noting that leadership perception directly influences economic and diplomatic confidence abroad. Leaked statements reveal the intensity behind the scenes. Starmer's aides describe emergency planning sessions, rapid-fire updates, and high-pressure briefings. Meanwhile, Farage continues to broadcast to voters directly, bypassing traditional channels and shaping public opinion in real time. Parliament insiders admit that Farage's media strategy has forced Starmer's office into a reactive stance. Every announcement, every clarification is scrutinised, not just by the press, but by millions of citizens online. Social media analytics confirm record engagement, suggesting that Farage's messaging resonates widely. Experts highlight the contrast. Starmer relies on procedural authority, Farage on public influence. The dynamic is reshaping expectations of political leadership. Every move now has the potential to sway public trust and affect upcoming votes. Across the UK, citizens are increasingly engaged. Town halls, online forums, and live debates reveal a population closely watching how both figures handle this confrontation. While protests remain limited, polls show a growing interest in alternative leadership narratives. Economists note that markets are subtly reacting to perceived political instability. Although no crisis has occurred, confidence is sensitive to public perception. Local authorities are adjusting plans, demonstrating the ripple effect that political disputes now have on everyday life. Public trust is being tested. Analysts say that if communication missteps continue, the narrative could shift further in Farage's favour. The public isn't just observing, they are participating, sharing content, debating and demanding clarity. Every tweet, every clip, every statement now matters more than ever. Media coverage has been relentless. Newspapers, broadcast channels and online platforms dissect every public statement from Starmer and Farage. Headlines emphasise strategy, messaging and influence rather than partisan conflict, giving viewers insight into the unfolding battle. Inside Parliament, committee meetings run behind closed doors, discussing policy responses and strategic communications. Political insiders describe a high-pressure environment where every decision is debated thoroughly and every statement is analysed for its potential effect on public perception. Across party lines, officials acknowledge the public's heightened attention. Even subtle gestures, body language in Parliament sessions and careful phrasing are being scrutinised by journalists and the general population alike. Meanwhile, Farage continues to leverage social media, amplifying his message to a broad audience, while Starmer maintains a disciplined parliamentary approach. Analysts say the contrast creates a compelling story for the public to follow minute by minute. Looking ahead, the next weeks could be decisive. Strategic alliances may shift, policy priorities may evolve, and public opinion will remain a key factor. Farage's ability to engage directly with voters challenges traditional political norms, while Starmer's focus on stability highlights the enduring influence of procedural leadership. International observers continue to monitor closely. Governments and investors abroad are watching how Britain navigates this tension. The outcome could influence global perception and domestic confidence simultaneously. The public remains the ultimate judge. Engagement rates, social media discussions and polling numbers suggest that citizens are not passive observers. They are active participants in shaping the narrative. The next moves by both figures will determine leadership credibility, public trust and the future direction of Britain. As we conclude, consider this. Who truly holds influence in modern British politics? Parliamentary authority or public perception? Can leadership survive without widespread trust and engagement? Comment below. Who do you believe will come out stronger in this historic confrontation? Starmer or Farage? The future of Britain may depend on the answer.